hello again. I have to go find Alistair now. Is the immediate concern. One thing I'd like to check before hopping in: audio balance. I've had problems with the microphone before. Just want to check you can actually hear me clearly in comparison with all the sounds that are around. I was noting that the music was quite loud in that last area. Excellent. In that case, let's hop right back in again. Alistair. Oh, I've got a quest marker. That would have been useful.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Who said that? Never mind.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Sure thing. They're doing their happy dance.
Have failed your king, you will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the maker, go without blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Me!
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
I heard a lot about my talent. I hope you've not heard about my accidentally sort of freeing a blood mage. Couldn't they collect enough of his blood off the floor? I mean, he did stab himself to cast the spell. Anyway, his blood was all over. But then so were other people's, probably. Yeah.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you?
Oh,
Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the king. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
Oh, but I'm disappointed.
Child, you have been taught well. Use what you know, and have faith in yourself. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
They were also pivotal. You can pivot a mage. They were also pivotal in them coming about, weren't they? You know, well, that's not kind of their fault. It's
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
No. Don't remember encountering them in the Fade.
They do not live there. Nor would any sane mage trespass as deeply into that realm as the Black City, which lies at its heart. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Why didn't they cast them somewhere else? Yeah, just don't like these. Let's put them with all the living people. That'll go well. Chandra says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering.
Oh, we're fighting
Or it
allegories
may
now.
be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Sure they're not crocodiles. It's something.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Apparently, if chat is anything to go by, I have to talk to a dog about a man.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabara, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Okay, The dog looks at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill, and not a romance option. Muzzle! You have the option. Kill the dog right there. Why?
Well done.
That's complete.
Now I can treat the
Big
dog
move.
properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Might be.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Sure.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Hey. Doggo. Ash warrior.
You there, Elf.
If you have business
What's
with the
your
Ash
name?
Warriors, I suggest you speak to our
It's
commander.
Pick, sir. Go tell Turnlogain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Who are the Ash warriors then?
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
Up yours.
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Don't like the other soldiers.
We aren't.
They're not
We're Ash
Picts.
warriors.
Thanks for that.
Do you take everything so literally? Our training has been passed down since Matthias the dwarf's son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Go on then.
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
And they feasted on blood and lived happily ever after?
Not in this tale, friend. Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, the Matthias slew Morriganan in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. We live by his teachings even today.
That sounds avoidable. What have to say then?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Luthias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
So, he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
Okay, now I'll get the option for an interesting question. Why have you painted
They
your
give sense
dogs?
to distinguish us from our enemies. The blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Makes
Why,
sense.
thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
That looks like out. I don't want to go there yet. Donkon! You brought me here.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
You could tell me a little.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly.
Coalition.
He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. Very well.
Won't try and get in there. What was I doing? Nice.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your son and yours.
Who's here?
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What was that supposed to mean then?
Me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you...
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Meanwhile, John and Rachel are drawing up the shipping forecast. Let's see, what's going on here then? Alistair!
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know,
Oh,
one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You're a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you're Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
The joining. Right. What can you tell me about it?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
Choices. How about stop thinking of me as a woman?
Yes, sir. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered
I don't get many
darkspawn
opportunities to say that. No.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Did my cannon just blow a hole in your ship? So, what are you just arguing about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Yeah.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
I'm leading. And we have a party. Why don't I have a weapon? Oh yeah, because I... Party members and tactics. Because of course. Let's make you a controller. Clustered. At least 2. With lightning. And Winter's Grasp. No. Let's go with that. Okay. Amateur. Alistair. The health's over 90%. Okay. That's certainly something. Now then. What was it? Oh yeah. Equipping a staff that I didn't nick. Magical spell power. Leather boots. Same as what I've got equipped. Sorry, my face is out of fuel. Check the character sheets for stats. That's not where I am. Well, hey, it is where I am. Right. Okay, so he's much more of a tank, except against magic. Right. Where are we going? Let's go this way. Oh wait, there's a chest over there. I didn't get to because you were too busy talking. Insufficient skill. Okay, it's locked. Never mind. That would be theft. Magic. Magic increases spell power. So if you've got the choice of magic or spell power, may as well go for magic. I'll go with that one. How much it looks like a broken branch. Okay. What's in the box? A lock. My favourite. Ah, hello.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing.
Official military jargon.
This is Sajori, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Why am I tiny? I mean, at least I've made an appropriate character to reflect this fact.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
certainly not blood magic. Okay, what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Scrolls.
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
That seems fair. And if they're not there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Okay, now this time, I'll listen when you tell me how I find this thing.
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay. Where be this here quartermaster?
Let us bow our heads and beg the Maker's
Just so you know, Rach, I misread that as say doggo or we rot. Aha, there's the quartermaster. I'm pretty sure that's the longest way around I could have taken there.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Because I'm here to become a Grey Warden.
You're... Oh, yes, of course. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Maybe in general, as a default, don't be a dick.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
Yep.
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, sell you that. And both those. Okay. Not leaving it. All the weapons and armor? Yeah. I'll just assume that the other guys have something suitable. Oh, wait, no, 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 that way, that way, that way. I'm sure I could have gone a long way around to make this journey, but I don't know how. That dog is Daredevil.
I shall do it.
Hey, I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
I think I would have the belt equipped. I thought I had. Spirit, defense, or armor, and nature damage. Let's go for that. I'm completely hidden behind this massive bastard. 2 ring slots. Of course. Because you have 2 fingers. Just how do you toggle party members?
And how?
Ah! Oh, auto attack. I'm just going to turn the music down because that was quite loud. About there. Okay. Why do the wolves have potions?
It shall be done.
Wolf pelt. That makes sense as a thing a wolf would
As
have.
you say.
Generally, wolves, sort of, as a rough guide, have skin. Oh wow, that's wholly unnecessary. You have potions and skin. Jogby.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Over here.
You don't look well.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me.
Doesn't bode well.
I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. Oh, I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
You forget I have magic.
I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You
That's
see,
why
Sir
we need
Knight,
blood.
we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Very rogue sense of humour there. Where's this letter I just picked up? No, really, where is it? I just picked it up. Did it go in the journal? Consult the note, a letter to Checkerbeard. More information. Best related. Letter to Checkerbeard, my dearest son. It pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps. Your footsteps suck. And bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you'd chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Oh, his footsteps sucked. Apologies for leaving you early in the wild sun, like every loving father would do. But wanted to set up camp and get things started. The Chessen respect one with survival skills in the wild, so I hope to get a grip on that before you arrived, and maybe establish an agreement with the local tribes that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location. I have scouted out where I've left you some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot, and I'll find you. Landmarks are as follows. Beginning at the entrance to the wilds from Ostia, look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. That's a great start. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Walk along a path of roots and stones. Look for two large statues with a chest between them. There you'll find our meeting point. I love you, Checkerbeard, my son, and I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Well, that went well. There's a tree leaning on a ruined building. Are they some kind of...
Quickly, we must fight!
What the...
Very well. I shall do it.
Well, that went well.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Come on, you all have blood, we can see it. Give me your blood. Okay. Is this the right flower for Doggo? That's the flower for Doggo!
As you say.
Ha ha! Right, I think we've got 2 files. Deathroot. How pleasantly named. Oh! I thought they were standing there. That's not standing. Okay. This is one of those things that looks so...
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
That's one word for it. I know there's things up there, but that end of the bridge is... That's fine. Okay. Why did you auto-save? Why would you do this? Oh, because that's a thing.
As you say.
Oh, wait, that's also a problem. Ah, run! Why are you standing here? Oh, we've lost one. What do your abilities actually do? Shield cover, shield bash, shield pommel. Thanks, Captain America. Pommel strike him. Okay. Ow!
I shall.
Ah! Attack it! Oh god, there's one still alive somewhere. Where? I am not doing well here! Where's our fallen comrade? No, really. I would...
As you say. I am ready.
Is he not coming back yet because we're still theoretically in combat? Yeah, I thought frost weapons affect allies' weapons, though. Did you just set off a trap again? You wazzock.
I shall do it. It is begun.
Oh, there he is. There he's awake.
I shall do it.
I know I'm not getting a bonus, but they're hitting things with swords. I figured they could do with this old buzz so well. I don't know why people stay out of this place. It's so lovely. Look at the scenery. Listen to the wildlife. That wildlife. What the? Fuck you! Okay. That wasn't pleasant. Acid flask.
As you say.
Anyhow. Right. So, we've gone past the tree bridge. High ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Path of roots and stones. Two large statues with a chest between them. It's not just a chest, there's a whole body. Two whole bodies. Well. I'm seeing half of what they're describing. So... past the submerged tower on the right. Doesn't look very towering, but I think I'm going the right way. Oh, don't do me this way. Seems to be box standard locks. Take out that one first then. Take the fact on that one. No ranged weapon equipped. Didn't you have a bow when I first met you? What did you do with it, you daft bastard? You. Ooh, Sunder Arms. That sounds useful.
Quickly, we must fight!
Ah, why did you stop fighting? Well, that one was tough.
As you wish.
Alpha. Demonic Ichor. Can I use that as blood?
Now that was a little rough.
Speaking of little rough, we have got the thing for the dog. Okay, I'm controlling you, am I? Let's go back to MVP here.
I shall do it.
Warden's Cache. That's a lot of blood! Can we use it?
Well, well. What have we here?
Armor.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Well, you're
what
an
say
ass.
you? Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower.
Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Okay. Who?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
You having a giggle?
If so, it seems the truthful rather than funny sort, no?
Great. She's a thieving, weird, talking, funny sort of witch.
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Okay, tell us about this
She
trap.
prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you were here. Come, see for yourself.
She'll
Oh,
put us
not
all
much
in the
choice.
pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Please is such a strong word for is our only choice.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Well, not an idiot.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Okay, pardon, sorry,
Either
what?
the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your
Just put
guests.
the kettle on.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Did we get all the blood? I feel like we should have got all the blood. There was a lot of blood. Getting enough of it should have been relatively simple. I mean, if you can get a reasonably usable amount of blood if you have a sponge bath when you get back to camp. Hey. Duncan! Duncan! Ah!
So you returned from the wilds. Have
I'll
you
take
been
off my hat.
successful?
Yeah.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Yay. Now, let us know.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Okay. So you're saying the ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Is one of them gonna die here?
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these
My
damn
bet's on him.
tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
They're all humans, such cowards.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice
It's
a lot
Doggo
more if
I
I
haven't
knew
had
it
a
would end
chance
the
to...
blight.
I haven't had a chance to see Doggo yet.
Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens
Wait,
were
you have to
founded
go to
during
Doggo
the First
before you go
Light,
to Duncan?
when humanity stood on
Shit.
the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Okay. Let's do this.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There
Had
is
I
no
known...
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
Why is there no turning back?
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Doggo.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Like a water buffalo just sat in between my ears.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof. They are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
What is it with this game and vials of blood? Mine's been shipped off somewhere, I've broken someone else's, and now I've got a vial of something else's.
To a meeting with the king.
Sure, yeah, fine.
The meeting
it's
is
one of
to the
those
west,
days, is
down
it?
the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Sure. Let's give you a bit of dex. Let's give you a bit more dex. Okay, strength, dex, willpower will be the same as D&D. I'm assuming cunning, charisma, constitution, same, magic, intelligence, roughly speaking. So I'll give you a bit more charisma. Can't hurt. Okay, what does this do? Where? Scrolling. Friendly fire possible. Reason I thought Dex was it's good for deflecting incoming blows. And I thought, well, she's not exactly got great armor. It might help not die. Okay. I like the sound of that. And the other one I'll put into... let's give you a fireball. Now, let's go save Doggo. If he's still savable. He's still there!
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
I saved Doggo!
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Now, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. A day, maybe two. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Nice!
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just well, take another look.
Nice. That's good. Now, what was that note? On the note of dogs in Ferelden,
I shall do it.
I shall do it. I shall open the gate. Anyway. To the usefuls. Let's talk to a king about something. Okay.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
That's the case. Perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
I give him 2 missions.
Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed.
They're red again.
It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Back to normal. Sure, that's...
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. A glorious
What a way
moment
to die.
for us all.
Well, you're not sinister at all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Okay, where is it?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
And Rohan will answer.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
And the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Then we join the battle?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower.
If you are needed, we will send word.
Okay, how long
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
That's a very ramshackle way to put a coat of arms on a shield, I'm just going to say. What you've done there is you've stretched half a goat across a wooden shield, painted another smaller shield on that shield, and then painted within the shield outline something that you could just have put on the other shield. You're not that well funded, are you? Okay, that bodes well.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Dragon Age Origins has stopped working. Well, that seems as good a place as any to leave it off then. For a moment I looked over and my webcam was frozen and I thought the whole computer had crashed. But it appears that no, it's just Origins has died, which is a thing. So, hopefully I'll be able to pick up where we just left off in a week's time, if not before, depending on sort of if another slot comes available. Then I may stream this before then, but I will definitely be here next Thursday doing the same thing again. Hopefully that ends with finding a reasonable place to terminate proceedings, rather than Dragon Age has stopped working. Yeah. This is how you know it's an insufficient data stream. The technical difficulties. On that note, good night and see you in possibly a week's time.